Hey, Raul here. Since Meo and I recently traveled through my home country of Luxembourg during her world trip, I thought I would present you with some random but interesting facts about Luxembourg. And yeah, here we go. With only 2,586 square kilometers, Luxembourg is one of the smallest countries in the world. While it's not a big country, it still holds a big importance as one of the founding members of the European Union. From personal experience, I have met many people who aren't even aware that Luxembourg is its own country. More times than I can count, people I have met assumed it was simply part of one of our neighbor countries like Germany, Belgium or France. Also, with having only a small population of around 680,000 people, you always feel kind of unique belonging to such a small community. Nowadays, Luxembourg is best known for its large banking sector, but before that the country was most known for its iron and steel industry. In the 1880s, iron deposits were found in the south of the country, which led to a huge development of the industry between 1886 and 1914. This created a lot of labor, which was filled mostly by Italians immigrating to the country, which is also part of my family's history as they immigrated from Italy to Luxembourg. Even though Luxembourg is known as a rich country, this does not tell the whole story. While salaries are consistently higher than in other European countries, the standard of living is also quite costly. In fact, according to statistics, in the year 2024, 20% of people were at risk of poverty, which is higher than Germany at 15%. After all these years living in Germany, I sometimes get a bit of culture shock coming back home and being confronted with these high price hikes compared to my life in Berlin. It's just not comparable anymore for me. Luxembourg has a very diverse population, with approximately 50% of the total population being actually foreigners. Most foreigners come from Italy, France and at the top, Portugal. Most of the times foreigners come to the country due to the job market that pays better wages than in other countries. That is also one of the reasons why we have many French commuters coming over the border in the morning to work and then drive back to France in the evening. So while driving through Luxembourg, you will see a lot of French license plates. Living in Europe, people like me grew up with the ability to travel through most of the European countries without the need for a passport or controls at the borders. This freedom is directly linked to the famous Schengen agreements, allowing people free travel without checks at the borders of countries that are part of this agreement. It is named after Schengen, the small village in Luxembourg near the border to Germany and France where the agreement was signed. The village is actually so small I never really bothered to actually go there, but its name is very well established throughout the continent actually. Luxembourg is known for its comparatively low petrol prices compared to many of its neighboring countries, so much so that many truck drivers, but also foreign people living close enough to the Luxembourg border, go out of their way to travel through the country just to fill up their tanks. Personally, I do the same, as I always try to plan my travels from and to Luxembourg in a way that I can fill up my tank for cheaper prices directly at the border. If there's actually one thing that is always annoying me about living in Berlin, it is the ever-rising public transportation costs. But not so in Luxembourg, as it is the first country in the world actually that made public transportation free of charge in March of 2020. This coincides with bigger plans to expand the transportation system over the next couple of years with an extensive tram system connecting different cities with each other. Even though I still mainly use my car when I'm there, it is so nice to see that there's actually an affordable and easy way for people to get around the country without relying too much on their car. Luxembourg has consistently high voting participation, with over 80% and in some years even over 90%. This high participation is also due to the fact that Luxembourgish people are required to vote by law. By not voting, people can actually be punished and need to pay a fine. However, these fines can be avoided as long as the person is actively excusing themselves via writing from voting. In my personal case, since I am living in Berlin, which is pretty far away, I can simply vote by requesting a ballot via mail, which I then can just fill out and send back. And these are some of the small facts about Luxembourg that you might have not heard before. Thank you for watching and listening. Bye bye.